down. Here's White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw, it's Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now they'll throw with Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're right at the line of scrimmage.
It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that will will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. But a really nice drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. And some room to work.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that's complete to Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
From the 44, Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
The 20.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, Jacobs. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Carr. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Carr. That's complete to White. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Carr now to throw. Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Steps away.
A pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Jacobs.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They go play action. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Raiders 35, Chiefs 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's caught by Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Adams the man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gets this to Myers. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a first down and then some. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Las Vegas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no